Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan on Sports. And I am telling you right now, as I take a look at what is going on as far as the National Football League is concerned, I believe there's one team that you have to watch out for, and it's in the NFC. That's the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, look, I am predicting that it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs against the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. I really believe it's going to come down to those two, the two-time defending champion Chiefs trying to make it 3 in a row, but the Detroit Lions going to their first ever Super Bowl trying to win that Super Bowl. And let's face it, the Lions really seem to be head and shoulders above every other team. A brief look at the AFC, where Kansas City lost to the Buffalo Bills last weekend. And the Chiefs lost in Buffalo. Bills always seem to give the Chiefs trouble during the regular season, but then heartbreak ensues in the postseason when those two teams lock horns. Heartbreak for the Bills. In the AFC, I really see the obstacles for the Chiefs being Buffalo, perhaps Pittsburgh, maybe Baltimore, although at this stage I would put Pittsburgh just a little bit above Baltimore. The Ravens really have their issues, but that's the AFC. Let's look at the NFC, where the Detroit Lions, particularly their offense and their diversified offense and their hard-nosed, almost smash-mouth football, are head and shoulders above everybody else in the NFC. But there's one sleeper team, and I'm looking at that team as the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are now 8-2 on the season. The Eagles are running away with the NFC East, and Saquon Barkley has been lights out. And I just think that Philadelphia could be the sleeper team, particularly when you look at the Eagles' schedule. The Eagles' schedule from here on in is really, I don't want to say easy, but it's certainly favorable. They have just 3 road games remaining, and just one of those road trips is a plane ride out to the West Coast, this upcoming game against the Los Angeles Rams. Their other 2 road games are in Baltimore and Washington. Those are bus trips. Plus, they have 4 games at home, and their last 2 games are at home against the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Really, the 2 tomato cans of the NFC East. Those teams are so horrible this year. I know Tommy Cutlets is starting for the Giants. I get it, and maybe the Giants win a few games. They're 3-8 as of the recording of this podcast. Who knows? But I just think that if the Eagles can remain injury-free with this favorable schedule, the fact that they're red hot, what are they, 8-2, that they could be poised. And again, that's a key, injury-free, and the favorable schedule, they could be poised to make a nice run in the playoffs. In other words, I would not be surprised of the Lions and the Eagles going at it to advance to the next round of the postseason, depending on how all the brackets work out. So, look, I think the Lions are a great team. Their coach has done just a superb job. They're a well-balanced team, a well-balanced offense. The defense can at times be iffy, but they are a very good team, and they're in position to go to their first ever Super Bowl. I mean, they're just playing historic football as far as that franchise is concerned. But that said, watch out for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's going to do it for Dan on Sports. As always, thanks for following the video and the podcast and the channel. Be sure to subscribe down below. And, well, if you like the video, it certainly helps me on YouTube. And go to my website if you'd like to subscribe to my Dan on Sports newsletter. Just go to sportscasterdan.com or danlovato.com.